range campground here in Aviemore, and I just didn't do a wrap up from yesterday, so I thought I'd just do a quick one this morning and let you know what's going on. As you can see, I'm still set up. Yesterday went really quite well. It was a beautiful ride out of Dunkeld, and but before I left, I had an issue, I guess a minor or major crisis, depending on how you look at it. And I know I mentioned it, but my phone was running low, and all of a sudden my cable wasn't working. So that was a desperate need to get a cable. I had 2 full batteries, but for some reason, I guess I didn't get a charge out of the. When I plugged it in, I thought it was charging. It wasn't charging, so I didn't have much charge left at all. Went into Dunkeld, lovely town, but the store that had one, or possibly had one, wasn't open for almost an hour from when I got there. So I had a cappuccino. I walked around a little bit. I thought, well, the next town is 14 miles, so I thought I'd just chance it and ride the 14 miles. It takes about an hour or so, and I thought had about that much left in my battery. But when I on my way, in my desperation, because I kept plugging it in and it would charge a little bit and then it would stop, and then and it would never continue charging, until I thought to myself, well, maybe it's the connector, maybe it's the phone. So I brushed off the connector itself, as well as blew into the phone port, a few hard blows. Maybe there was some debris in there, and I plugged it in and it worked. So sort of crisis averted, and I started charging my phone. But when I got to the next town, I definitely bought a new cable just in case. So, but the rest of the day was beautiful. Backcountry rides. It's a little bit on the A road. Kind of thanks to me not interpreting the GPX properly. But anyways, yeah. So the first 20 miles or so, 30 miles was just beautiful up this valley. But I knew I was going up a valley, and so after a while, the cover parted, the tree cover parted, and we got out into kind of barren country, and the wind picked up, and I had a really bad headwind for, well, I would say for probably the next 40 miles. It was quite the struggle, but got over the pass and over the other side. It's absolutely beautiful up there, really stark, but that kind of beautiful starkness, if you will. And so I stopped, grabbed a breakfast roll at a restaurant at the next town down the other side of the pass, and that gave me some energy. And then I continued on, had another 30 miles to go to Aviemore, and again, that was a lovely ride. At first, first of all, it was all separated bike paths, never on the A road. Can't be on the A road, it's an expressway. Actually, was it the A road or was it M road? I think it was the M6 or the M7. Anyways, it was an expressway. You can't ride there. So, but dedicated bike paths the whole way. Either bike paths themselves built specifically for cycling and walking, or portions of the road that I guess used to be the main road going through the area a long time ago. But all of that came together with just beautiful riding. The last 13-14 miles was really, really nice. Took these side roads up on sort of higher up on either side of the valley. Not really high, but high up, and well away from the traffic. You couldn't hear it. It was just really, really nice. Got to Aviemore, and checked into my campground here, and went and grabbed some stuff from Tesco. And I didn't cook anything. I just grabbed like a ready-made sandwich or whatever it is. So I ate all of that up, and and then I got myself prepared for the evening. So sorry, I just got up. So the plan today is to strike the camp. I'm not going to make any breakfast here. I'm in town, and as you can hear, I mean it's a typical caravan site, caravan campground. But you can hear in the background, like, the highway is like right there, and there's a little berm there, but that provides almost no noise protection, because like overnight it's crazy. It's crazy, the noise here, the traffic noise. And then there was somebody across the way here watching their TV until like 11, 12 o'clock. So that wasn't very nice. Anyways, that's that. So plan today is to pack up, go into town, grab some breakfast at a restaurant, and then head out, go through Inverness, and plan is to be on the other side of Inverness somewhere for this evening. Okay, that's that. We'll see you in Aviemore and on the way to Inverness. All right, see ya. I almost forgot to mention, but this is a first on this trip. I woke up this morning and my tent was dry. The tent was dry. Every morning it's either soaked from the rain, obviously, or soaked from heavy dew. And this is the first time that I've gotten up with a dry tent. So should make packing up easier, the tent lighter, on the bike, all good. Just thought I'd share that with you. All right, it's time to ride into the town of Aviemore and get some breakfast and figure out where I'm going to be tonight, or where I could be, or where I might be. As you can see, Aviemore is quite the tourist town. Hotel. Yeah, very nice. And grab some Tesco stuff. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. Morning. Yeah. Microphones, Insta360 connector, regular connector cable. Okay. Put this on like so. Connect this to there. This is the wireless microphone. Turn the power on. Before, when I did this, it showed the microphone and the level, and you can see here that there's no microphone level indicator, even though everything is connected exactly as it always was. But now it's just not. See, check 1 2 3 1 2 3. There's nothing. All right, I'm going to press record, and still nothing.
See, there's no indicator in the window, no indicator of remote microphone. Okay, just letting you know, that's about as good as I can get. Thank you. Hopefully you can do something about this. So just riding leisurely through Carrbridge, just another lovely little town along the way. And then I see a group of people on the bridge that I'm crossing, and when I turn around and I look, I see this. Wow. How pretty is that? Oops. Sorry. No worries. That's absolutely amazing. That is so pretty. We did video. Sorry, just a minute. Biggle, B-I-G-L.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're in Shapey's Lock. Oh, that's for you.
Yeah. I think people there know me by now. Actually, I want to get a picture of you guys.
Sure. Wants a picture of us, son? Her nephew is playing in the World Rugby Championships in about 3 minutes. So we're
wow! Oh yeah!
It's where is it? Where is it in Spain?
He's in Madrid, but I'm just trying to get the live feed and I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Nice. Thank you. Yeah. For some reason, my camera froze.
Getting a line there.
All right. Good luck in getting the connection, eh?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Journey on. Have fun.
Indeed. We'll see you guys. I'm sure we'll see you down the road. My map is telling me there's a bicycle shop up here somewhere.
Just you'll see a cafe that's all blue. Just right up the hill.
Okay.
Right up the hill,
Yeah.
and that is it, and it's just a side door at the side of it.
That's great. Thanks, man.
No worries.
No, not at all. Come on. Yeah. I'm in your way. No, it's okay. Take your time.
I never know if the bikes are coming round.
Yeah, I know. You always
Going away.
should always be careful, huh? Yeah. There you go. Lots of room. Oh. Oops.
Sorry, wait, I think our mechanic is just back, but did you want to just...
Yeah, just a quick
I
shot.
think he's got an open one in the back that
Does
you
it?
can use. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's just wanting to buy some.
Yeah, no, that's a bit too much lube for me.
Sorry.
No, oh no, I'm sorry. I just, I don't expect anything for free. I just wasn't expecting to buy a big bottle like that.
If you just go to the door, we'll be able to help.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Are you the mechanic?
No, the other one.
All right, yeah, just a quick shot of lube, maybe a little bit of chain love, you know.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Just a little bit of chain love, I guess. You know, at the very least, just some lube or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just yeah, it's a bit cruddy from the ride. Yeah, thank you. Well, it would appear we're going over another bridge. This time, taking me out of the city of Inverness, Scotland, and taking me north. Across this big bay, I guess, that goes up to the ocean. It's too bad I couldn't spend more time in Inverness. Okay, so I just finished a 3-tiered climb up out of Dingwall, and GPX file gave this route and this route only, as it does. However, Google Maps, you can see down there, that bridge over the bay, I get that as an alternative, and it said it was about 6 or 7 minutes shorter, but it said that this is the best route, this particular route here on the GPX file, so that's why I took it. So I'm looking down at that bridge, unless I'm going back down to that level. Whoever took that way is going to have to climb up to this. So, anyways, that's just how it goes. Hi there. So I am at the Blackwater campground here in Evanton, Scotland. It's a lovely campground. It's a caravan park, so it is a bit congested here, as you can see. Yeah, but I've got a nice little spot for my tent, and met a lovely girl here. Her name is Agnieszka, and her daughter are here staying in one of these lovely little I don't know what you call them, cabins, I guess. Yeah. So when I got here, she asked me if I would be interested in having some food, because she said she always makes too much food, and that she would be very happy if I could, help her, I guess, eat up that food. So I did that, and what I did is I bought some chicken and some ham and some cheese from the Morrisons in Inverness, and I said, well, look, in exchange, I'll give you, the ham and the cheese. And she fed me. She gave me a beautiful plate with a hamburger, some salad, kebab. I mean, it's all good. It was really nice, really, really nice. And I met her daughter, and she's a lovely girl. So I'm here for tonight. The day went well. Left Aviemore. Didn't have breakfast at all at the campground. I just went to one of the restaurants in town, and I had a proper Scottish breakfast. Provided a lot of sustenance for the day. The ride from Aviemore to Inverness was lovely. Was mostly on, again, bicycle trails. And there wasn't a whole lot of elevation. Since I started thinking about this trip, I thought Scotland's good. There's going to be a lot of elevation. And I guess there's the possibility of elevation, but the route, not really. I mean, the most elevation that I had today was actually riding, I should say, the last 6-7 miles was into a town called Dingwall, and then from there there were 3 or 4 tiers of good solid climbing up onto the side of this, well, I say mountain range, sure, that had beautiful views out over the valley. But it was a lovely day. No rain. I met a couple from Ottawa, Doug and Marianne, and they were lovely. They've been here for 5 weeks, and they've been stopping in all of the cities. In I don't know if in London, but in Birmingham, in Manchester, and Bristol. They stop, and they'd stop for like 2 or 3 days in each town, and then move on to the next. It's a great way to see the country if you've got the time. That's right. So, so that's pretty much it. Got here around 6:30, 6:45, a little bit earlier than I thought. Got about 100K today. Pretty happy with that. So I set up. You can see here, there is a playground here, and I originally set up on the other side of the playground because there was a picnic bench, and picnic benches are something that is few and far between here in the UK as far as campsites are concerned. So when I saw it, I thought, okay, that's where I want to camp, because it's great. You can lean the bike against it. You can, just blow out all your gear out onto the picnic bench, and it just makes it a little bit easier to do stuff. But I saw that there were quite a few kids going between their caravans and their camper vans to the playground, and the entrance is on the other side, and my tent was right in the way. So I decided to move everything over here, and so here's where I am. So one last thing I want to say about this campground, even though it is somewhat packed in, the washrooms and the shower facilities are absolutely amazing. Every campground should do this. They have a bathroom and the shower facility all in one room, and that's just the way it should be. These tiny little shower cubicles that you get in a lot of campgrounds, where you can hardly move, let alone keep a wet place and a dry place to dry off and dress yourself. It's almost impossible. So this is definitely the way to do it. So tomorrow is it's going to be my second last day, probably. I'm going to try and get up to the top of the coast, the north coast, and camp somewhere up there. And then the last day is going to be right to John O'Groats, and there's a campground at John O'Groats, and I contacted the people that operate the campground, and they said yes, just if you're on a bicycle, just come by, we'll have a place for you. So so that's the plan. That's it. So that's all I got. I'm gonna just have a few munchies, take a little walk around, and then I'm gonna hit the sack. All right, so we're done. We'll see you tomorrow.